Hey y'all, so I originally did this vlog, but I forgot to add all of the pictures. And you know my little fast arse. Okay, I just went ahead and threw the dang on vlog up. I forgot to add all of the pictures. So this is a vlog that you guys have probably already seen, but it's just a little more fun this time, okay? So I really hope you guys enjoy it. Please excusez-moi. I blame it on Mercury retrograde. Yes, I do. But please excusez-moi for putting up this vlog without the photos and the references that I was suggesting inside of the vlog. So I thank you guys for your patience. And new vlog. It ain't new. Same old vlog. New shit coming up. Hey, my gems. What is up? So today is it's actually Friday, and I'm getting ready to, I don't know, man, babe, we're gonna go out and we're gonna do something. I don't know what yet. I'm gonna build my look today around this Fenty, what is this called? Trophy Wife. Okay, that's what it looks like. Oh, let's see. Am I doing it? Yes. It's a beautiful gold. It's called Trophy Wife. So I'm gonna build my look around this, y'all, and we're just having fun, okay? Nothing, you know, too over the top. We just gonna build it, excuse me, around this gold look. So I'm gonna start off with this one size primer, okay? But it was something I put on my face. Oh, here it is. I'm like, where is it? I have this Morphe, okay? This is a primer oil. And this one right here is an oil absorber. So I like to put this on first because this here really dries out your skin. So what I like to do is put like a protective layer of oil on top first, y'all. And then, you know, go in with that. So let's do that. Then we'll go in with that oil absorber. It's a mattifying, so that way my primer isn't like being all extra with my makeup. Okay, let me get me a wipe. Okay, all right, too. All right, so just to wash my hand off a little bit. Now we're gonna go in with this right here, and I just put like a little dot. That's about it. And done. Okay, and I like to do this with my hand too. Okay, this one here, because that way you can spread it evenly. Okay, so now that oil absorber is going to absorb anything in excess. Okay, so that way when I do put my makeup on, y'all, it don't be all runny or, you know, oily, things of that nature. If you put this on without a primer oil, it will leave like a very drying film on your face because it's going to take out your natural oils, and I don't want it to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to spray my little thing here, and I'm using this, y'all. I hadn't bought any more of my Tom Ford, okay, but I'm gonna do a layer of Tom Ford first, and then I'm gonna do that. That is just a moisturizing tint, okay, a tinted moisturizing, y'all. That's what this one is, and I got that from the cosmetic company store. But it does not outdo my Tom Ford. It does not, okay. It does not. Alrighty, it does not. I ain't gonna lie, Tom Ford is still bae. Okay. And when it comes to makeup, I like to have fun. Okay, makeup for me is fun. It's not mandatory. It's just something I like to do. Some people like dressing up. I think I put more energy in my makeup than I do dressing up. Okay, I love a good look. I love a good fashion outfit and piece, I do, but I think I have more fun when it comes to makeup. When it comes to fashion, I think if my body was, you know, how I expected it to be, I would have more fun. You know how it is after you get surgery, plastic surgery, you have fun with, I would have a ball, okay, with makeup. after plastic surgery, Ouch. Yes, I would. I'd be, oh, child, y'all have a problem with me, honey. Yes, y'all would. Y'all would have an old problem with Sighren, honey, because Sighren be out there. Okay, let me get this waist just a little bit snatched. Okay, to where I could wear like my little tops, them little cut off tops and stuff. Ooh, I'll be out there with a bra. All right, so let me give y'all a quick little story time while we are doing our makeup, okay? So I'm gonna tell y'all just a little something. And I want it to be something good. Like, I don't want no damn downward story time. But I'm gonna tell y'all about the time I met. It's two people. One of them is DJ Khaled. Okay. I got ready to do this story time so many times and then I deleted it. So I'm gonna just put it out there. Okay. I ain't gonna say, oh, no name. I'm gonna tell you the name. Cause see, I don't make it up. Okay. I'm gonna tell you the name. The time DJ Khaled tried to holler at your girl. And I always think back to like, what if I would have hollered at Khaled? Like, oh my God, that is so insane. Like, I'm so glad I didn't. You know, nothing against him, but I'm so glad I didn't. Because it's other stuff that y'all don't know about Khaled that I know. And I'm like, ooh, child! Ain't talking about the stuff that's in the newspaper and this stuff here that I'm talking about. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Okay. So let's get these eyebrows up to date. Okay. And but anywho, so here I am. I'm at the mall one day in a local radio station because that Khaled started out, he blew up in Miami. He from New York and all that, but he blew up in Miami. So he had moved to Miami and he was on our top radio station back then, which is called 99 Jams. So I just so happened to be at this mall called Pembroke Lakes Mall. Okay, I was going out there just shopping. That's what I did. Now back then, me and Bae, we were probably a year into each other at this point, because this had to be like 2003 maybe. So me and Bae had been together for maybe about a year at this point, maybe a year or two, a year and a half, up in there somewhere. About a year and a half, maybe we going on 2 years, I don't know. So this is either 2003 or 2004. Okay. So anywho, I go to the mall and I'm just out shopping or whatever. But before I get out the car, I'm listening to the local radio station, and they were saying how, you know, they be pulling up, you know, your local radio stations back in the day used to pull up to certain locations or whatever. So at that time, Khaled was one of the DJs on the radio station. And at this time, I believe he was with Terror Squad. I think that's what it's called. So I pull up and I'm coming out of, was that Macy's? I think it was Macy's. Don't quote me. I believe it was Macy's. One of them stores on the end. I can't recall exactly which one it was. I had undid my shopping and everything. And they were like, if you buy, at this time, they were introducing Sean John, Diddy's cologne, right? This is how throwback this was. They was introducing Diddy's cologne. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with this. Better Than Chocolate, and I'm going to build around that. These are the colors on it. I'm going to build around that. Okay. So at this point, they introduced Diddy's cologne. So they were like, if you buy the cologne, then they would give you something free. I forget. I don't know if you got free movie tickets or you got something free. I don't recall what they were giving away for free, but I think it was some tickets, right, to see a movie. And I forget the name of that movie that was out back then, but it was a movie everybody was watching. I think Vivica Fox was in it. It was like a little low budget film, wasn't nothing major. So I'm, you know, in the mall and everything, and I'm shopping. I'm doing my little thing. You know what I'm saying? And I come out of the mall, and the lady who was on the radio station, her name is Shelby Russian. Okay, she, her father is the one who owns the radio station, or he was the conductor or the PD, you know what I'm saying, of it, I believe. I don't know if he owned it or if he the PD. I think he the owner. Don't quote me on that. Okay. PD is program director, meaning they the one who authorized what get played on the station. So I think That was her I think he's the owner though. Okay. But anywho, so I come out and, you know, she immediately approaches me and she's like, did you get the Sean John? And I'm like, no, I didn't get it. And she was like, well, you know, we giving away movie tickets, da 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 da. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, you know, I got a new boyfriend, so, you know, I could get this for him. So I go inside, and honestly, when I smelled it, I didn't really like it. I was like, it was giving toilet water, okay? You that toilet, right? And one thing Baker tell you about me, honey, I don't buy him no watered down cologne. I love my man to smell good, okay? When I say good, I mean good, honey. So I was just like, you know what I'm gonna do is buy it, get the movie tickets, and then return it. That's what I was thinking, because I wasn't crazy about the smell. I'm like, this ain't something I, you know, see my man wearing, okay? But I was like, all right, so I'm gonna just buy it, I'm gonna get the movie tickets, and then I'm gonna bring it back. That's what I'm gonna do. So I went outside, and all you had to do was show them your receipt that you bought it, and they give you the movie tickets. So I'm standing there, and then Khaled comes like from behind her. Like, she was talking to me, and I was like, oh, I got the cologne, because I wasn't even studying. I didn't even know Khaled was there, right? So Khaled, like, I guess he sees me, and he like steps from behind her, like around her, like get in front of her, and now he's talking to me. And Khaled is like, hey, like, he has his two-way, this how throwback this was, he has his two-way pager in his hand, and he was like, hey, what's up? So I'm standing there like, where the tickets at? Like, yo, where my tickets? You know what I'm saying? So the lady was like, she reached around him and she gave me the tickets. So he was like, what's your name? So, you know, I tell him my name or whatever, and he was like, I like you. So I'm like, thank you. He's like, he just steady texting. He was like, so how can I be your boyfriend? And I'm like, well, I have a boyfriend, you know, but thank you so much for, you know, asking. I appreciate that, but thank you for the compliment, because he had also said like, you're pretty, you know. And I was like, thank you for the compliment. I was like, but I have a boyfriend, you know, I'm already taken, so, you know, I'm gonna see how that work out. And he was like, but I like you. And I'm like, okay. So he was like, let me get your number. And I was like, no, I'm so sorry. I'm like, for real, like, I'm trying to see if this one gonna work. You know, I appreciate it, but thank you. So the lady, when she saw me kind of like, you know, turning them down a little bit, she came up, she was like, oh, so you just gonna try to cheat on me in front of my face? Like, how you gonna try to holler at her and you supposed to be with me? And she took, like, grabbed at his chain. I think because he had a big chain on, and it had TS, like a Terror Squad chain. And she was like, oh, give me my chain, and this and that. And then, she, you know, when she did that or whatever, I started laughing. And then I say, see, there it is already. You're not even faithful. So I was like, oh, that's okay. I'm good. So I kind of used that as a way out, y'all. I used that as a way out, because I'm like, I do not want to give this dude my number. You know, I wasn't vibing him, and I just didn't like the way he approached me. Like, he kind of persistent, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, yo, like, it ain't that type of party, you know. But yeah, so I got out of it, and I was so glad when she came. I think she kind of, you know, I ain't gonna say I think, you could tell, girl code. She picked up on it, and she was just like, oh, how you gonna try to cheat on me, and, you know, right in front of my face, and this and that. And I used that as a out, honey. I was like, oh, thank you, girl. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, it's just the fact of, you know, Khaled wasn't even big back then. Like, he hadn't even broke Rick Ross' son, because y'all know he broke Rick Ross' son every damn hustling. That was the channel, the station Khaled broke Rick Ross song and made Rick Ross. That's when Rick Ross came out. Every day I'm hustling. That started right there, man. He broke that worldwide. And that's when that song came out. Khaled hadn't even done that yet. That's how new he was to the system. You know what I'm saying? He was new like that. Which he was known in New York, I think, and all that. But, you know, like I said, I didn't know who the hell he was. I had no idea who the hell he was, y'all. I be meeting people. I've met so many people. I've always attracted either celebrity men or, you know, very wealthy men. And I'm talking wealthy, we talking millions. But for whatever reason, y'all, when I was younger, even now, like I'm really a lover's girl. You know what I'm saying? I love love. I do. I ain't gonna lie. I love love. That's why I have my channel that says Love is Love on my Patreon, because I do. I love a beautiful relationship. I do. Okay? Ain't nothing like a beautiful, a healthy relationship. But I have met millionaires galore, okay? And they just have never fazed me. Because when I was, and this is like even now, I always have everything that I want, okay? God has always blessed me since I was younger, okay, to always have everything that I want. I didn't want for nothing. I remember when Cash Money came out with 20-inch rims, talking about 20-inch rims. First I had 17s, then I had 20. When they started talking about 20-inch rims, guess what? Your girl had 20-inch rims too. Baby, you in the vlog, just so you know. Yes. What you need? You need me? Oh. Yeah, so, you know, I've always had everything I wanted. Whatever kind of car I wanted, I had. I'm gonna see if I can find pictures of my back. I had a Mazda Millennia. Yeah, I was always blessed with like whatever it is I wanted. Hopefully I'll be able to find some pictures so I could show y'all. Like these are the cars that I drove when I was 19, 20 years old, 20, 21. I mean, fortunately, and I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've always been able to have everything I wanted. Hell, I was shopping in Neiman Marcus since I was 18. My first apartment was in Bal Harbor. You know, when I lived over there, I was my first apartment at 18 with my boy's father. I remember, yeah, let me tell you about him real quick, okay? When we were looking for an apartment, child, why he tried to put me in a fishes? I looked at him, I was like, you would not be living here with me. He did. He tried to put me in an efficiency, child. I was like, not gonna happen. Absolutely, positively not. But yeah, he tried to put me in a damn efficiency, honey. We moved somewhere totally different from an efficiency. Because back then, I think our apartment was $950 a month, and it was a 1-bedroom apartment. And $950 back in like 1996 was a lot, okay? You're talking a lot, okay? Anything in the 90s, 94, 95, 96, you paying $950 a month for a 1-bedroom. They had to be a big, spectacular 1-bedroom apartment. So it was, we lived in a beautiful luxury apartment complex. It was so beautiful, right over the bridge that leads to like soon as you come out of our apartment, you make a right, and the bridge to go over to Miami Beach was right there. So we were like right there on the beach. It was just beautiful. But so far so good with this color, y'all. So yeah, let me get back to that, what I was saying. But yeah, I was always blessed, y'all. Okay, and I didn't have to sell no arse to do it. Okay, I wasn't with multiple men and all that. I was always a lover's girl, you know. But when I had multiple men, you know, look at I got this black mark. When I had multiple men, I had multiple friends, not multiple men. Okay, it was not I was sleeping with all of them. I might have known all of them and they were interested, but if you're interested in courting me, guess what? You're gonna have to let me know you're interested, okay? And you're gonna have to take care of her. If you got a problem with that, then get on. So I had no problem getting stuff out of men. I didn't. I had no problem getting stuff out of men. My friends, I think that's why they probably, you know, secretly, I ain't gonna say secretly, because, you know, it was quite obvious that they were very jealous. Yeah, it was obvious that I didn't know it then. And that's why I say things could be so dangerous, because you have a lot of women around you that you think are friends. And when you're young, you're not able to use, you know, the best discernment, because you're young. You know what I'm saying? You want everybody to be nice, and you want everything to be, you know, the way you think it's going to be. And it ain't always like that. So I know now I had jealous friends. Now I know that. I didn't know that back then. But that's a dangerous thing, to have women around you that are not happy for you. You know, my friends did things that friends should not do. You know what I'm saying? You know, they went, well, not they, but especially one in particular who I was very close to, went and slept with guys. Like, here I am dating these guys, and they see that I would get money. Like, I'm finna get me, okay? They see I would get money, so they would try to go after the guy, you know what I'm saying, behind my back. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Sleep with him and won't get nothing from him. And then I got to hear from the guy that, oh yeah, your homegirl. I'm like, what? My homegirl? Huh? And I'm like, you didn't even tell me that you was after him like that. Like, well, I gotta find out from him. You know, that's why I say, you know, some people can have the luxury of true friends. Some people can. But it's because they not jealous of you. That's why. When you have something another woman want, there's a place of jealousy that comes out of that. That is uncontrollable, because that's a normal human behavior. You have to be with women who are so secure. You know what I'm saying? If you around a woman who's insecure for any reason, I guarantee you, if you can get in her head and they do a test and say, is she jealous of you? I guarantee that test will come back that this woman is jealous of you. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I don't hang around insecure women. No, you have to be very secure, okay? When I say very, you have to be very secure. I don't got time for it, period. And I'm talking like family, friend, anybody. You have to be very secure to hang around me. One thing about me, I don't give two flying, okay, about what the next person doing, what they got, because I have everything I want. I know if you have something that I don't have, if I want it, I could get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, only thing you can do is really motivate or inspire me. And sometimes that could be with love, y'all. Okay, sometimes that could be with love. Sometimes you may not have a lot of money or fancy cars and stuff, but sometimes you could have the type of relationship somebody want. And I think when it came to me and my friends, as you can see, I attracted guys like, you know, Khaled, the guys who always attracted a lot of men. Men with status, men with money, celebrity men. I always attracted them. And the thing about it is, I never took them serious. I never even wanted to date them. Okay? And it was just when I came in contact with them, there was a Miami Heat player I cannot forget. I mean, remember this guy name. His name was, what's his name? I can't think of his name. He played for the Miami Heat. His name was Eric, I think something. I can't think of his name. He wasn't big. He wasn't. He played, but he was more of like a bench. Okay, he played some games, but he was like, if one of the majors got hurt, then he went in, or he played like, you know, a couple here and there, but he wasn't big. He was just cute, okay? Met him at a club. He introduced himself to me. And we talking, we vibing at the club and everything. And I'm with, you know, homegirls or whatever. So at the end, he was like, where y'all going? This and that. So he invited us back to his house. He had a child. Look, it was one of the mansions out there on South Beach. Probably was Diddy house back then. Because it was a big mansion back on South Beach on Star Island. So I'm pretty sure. But anywho, I didn't go. Okay, because I was with my baby daddy. So when I left, you know, even though I met this guy who I saw on TV, because my baby daddy was a huge Heats fan. So that's how I knew him, because I used to watch the games. And here I am, this same guy who I had the biggest crush on is inviting me like, oh, come back to my place. Come on, da, da, da. So I didn't go. So the homegirl who I was with, after she dropped me off home, she literally like ran him down. She called the number because he gave me the number, but I didn't have a cell phone with me at the time. She had hers on her. So, you know, she took the phone number and then she called him and act like she was me. So of course, when she get to his place, listen y'all, when she get to his place, he realizes like where my girl at? Where my girl at? So she was like, oh, she ain't gonna be able to make it. I thought she was gonna be able to make it. So he was like, oh, okay. Y'all, why he left her there all night, okay? The next morning, she woke up and left. And I found out because one of the other chicks we was with told me. But this girl actually called him, act like she was me, went to his house, and he left her there. When he saw her come or whatever, and he was like, yeah, oh, okay, all right, I'll be back. He left her, sat down. That's why I say, and these are two different friends. Like, these were friends, all of the friends that I hung out with did these type of things to me. So I stopped like hanging out with them. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, you know what? That's why now I kind of keep to myself. I got my husband and I really keep to myself. Okay, I'm gonna do me a little tan line, y'all. Okay, but yeah, I really truly keep to myself because, you know, women just, they may want the best for you, but I don't trust them like that. Okay, I really don't. Oh, brush. Yeah, I don't trust them like that. So yeah, there are other men that I will probably tell y'all about that y'all know. Okay, so that was just Khaled, and I'm gonna get his name. I'm gonna see if I can find his name, y'all, and a picture of him, and I'm gonna put it up. So we have Khaled, we have him. Another one was the rapper Trick Daddy, Kid Capri, oh God, I can't even think. These are so, cause y'all, I've been with Bae for like damn near 30 years. So we're talking way back in my day, okay? Way back in my day. Anthony Anderson, the actor, Anthony Anderson. Oh, I gotta tell y'all about how I met him. Such a sweet guy. Oh my God, such a sweet guy. But I'm gonna tell y'all about how I met him in another story time. But yeah, y'all, for those of you who out there and y'all like interested, like I say, I didn't need, you know, a wealthy man. I really didn't like that. And I want a man who's going to respect me, who's going to love me, who's going to, you know, treat me the way I want to be treated, the way I deserve to be treated. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that those men, because I met a lot of dope boys too, child. Y'all don't know them, but it was a lot of dope boys, and I ain't had time for that. I'm like, no, they's the one that come at your girl. I don't want you. I don't want you. But anywho, so this is my look, y'all. Okay. This is how I did the, what is it, Fenty? It's called Trophy Wife, y'all, Fenty. Okay, it's a gold. It's called Trophy Wife, so. She cute. What?